Irish leader Michael Martin has come under fire for warning Boris Johnson to knuckle down to reach a Brexit trade deal with the EU in order to appease Joe Biden. The Taoiseach, Irish Prime Minister, said this morning the US President-elect would be watching Brexit talks closely. And Mr. Biden, who has spoken about being a proud Irish American in the past, has repeatedly said the Good Friday peace deal for Northern Ireland must not be undermined in a post-Brexit deal. He also reiterated this demand in a phone call with the Prime Minister on Tuesday, saying that if Britain undermines the agreement, it will not be able to get a trade deal with the US. Mr. Martin has now echoed Mr. Biden's sentiment by repeating his pleas for a trade deal to be reached before the transition period ends on December 31. He told BBC Radio, he is very committed to the Good Friday Agreement. Particularly in relation to Brexit, he would favour obviously a deal between the European Union and Britain. And I think that's where, if I could respectfully say it, that's where the British government should head, in that direction, in my view. It should knuckle down and get a deal with the European Union. However, Mr. Martin's words sparked outrage among Twitter users, who blasted the EU for expecting the UK to give in to the bloc's demands. One person wrote, "It's still amazing how the EU expects to have the same access to our fishing market in return for us having worse access to their market. We are not allowed to cherry-pick, but they want to. EU needs to accept us as equals." Another Twitter user added Ireland and the EU should accept Britain could thrive without a trade deal. They said, what is needed is recognition from the EU that the UK is an independent coastal state. When that happens there will be a deal. A third person raged at the prospect of the UK capitulating to EU demands. They said, 17.4 meters voters are going to be very angry to be told they have to knuckle down. And a fourth simply added, Ireland needs the UK to get a trade deal, you mean? The Irish border has been a contentious issue throughout Brexit negotiations. The UK government caused further outrage recently by saying it wanted to make changes to the previously agreed withdrawal arrangement. Mr. Biden also weighed in on Mr. Johnson's internal market bill over concerns it could jeopardize protections against a hardened border between the North and South. He tweeted, "We can't allow the Good Friday Agreement that brought peace to Northern Ireland to become a casualty of Brexit."